Once upon a time, the whole earth spoke one language, one voice, one tongue. People understood each other perfectly, no misunderstandings, no borders, no division. It was a moment in human history when unity seemed unstoppable. But that unity would soon be tested, not by war, but by pride. This is the story of the Tower of Babel.
After the Great Flood, Noah's descendants spread across the land. They came to a vast plain in a region called Shinar, what we now know as ancient Babylon. There they said, "Come, let's make bricks and bake them thoroughly." With every brick they stacked, a new dream began to rise. A dream not of survival, but of glory. They weren't just building homes, they were building a symbol, a tower that would touch the heavens, a monument to their greatness, a statement to the world. We can reach heaven on our own. They said, "Let's build a city and a tower with its top in the heavens, and let's make a name for ourselves." It sounded noble, unity, progress, one purpose, but underneath the surface, something dangerous was growing. Pride. This tower wasn't meant to honor God. It was meant to replace him. They wanted to rise high enough to stand beside the Creator himself, to live without his guidance or blessing. And when humanity tries to build greatness apart from God, it always leads to collapse. From the heavens, the Lord looked down and saw the tower, tall, proud, defiant. But God didn't fear their power. He saw the danger of their pride. God said, "Behold, they are one people and one language, and this is only the beginning of what they will do." So, in his wisdom, God came down. Not with destruction, but with confusion. Suddenly, builders couldn't understand one another. A man shouted for bricks, but his helper brought straw. Orders turned to noise. Laughter turned to frustration. It was as if the harmony of humanity shattered in a single breath. God had confused their language, and their great project came to a halt. Their pride had built walls higher than the tower itself. Walls between people. No longer one people, they scattered across the earth, just as God had commanded long ago. The place became known as Babel, meaning confusion. The tower that was meant to reach heaven became a monument to human arrogance, a reminder that without God, even the strongest unity will crumble. Today, humanity still builds towers, not of brick and stone, but of ambition, power, and pride. We build names, empires, and brands, hoping to touch the sky. Yet the same question echoes through time. Are we building to glorify ourselves, or to glorify God? Centuries later, God would reverse what happened at Babel, not through confusion, but through his Spirit. At Pentecost, people from every nation heard the message of Jesus in their own language. Where pride once divided, the Spirit united. Where confusion once reigned, grace spoke clearly. The Tower of Babel reminds us that unity without humility leads to destruction, but unity under God leads to peace. When we lift his name higher than our own, we don't need towers to reach heaven, because heaven has already come down to us.